All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the first morning of the Generations Jazz Festival. As always, thanks to the Jazz Education Network for hosting the event, as well as Music for All for co-sponsoring the event, as well as thank you to the participating directors and ensembles. First, I would like to give a warm welcome to our clinicians for this morning, Paul Contos and Scott Wilson, who is walking around.
Wait, it's Patrick Brown, but he's lost.
Or Patrick Brown, he's on the way right now.
So as soon as he gets in here, we'll send him in, we'll start.
Yep. Let's say, once Patrick's here, we'll get started, but I just wanted to introduce the group for you real quick. This is the Oklahoma Youth Jazz Ensemble, directed by Vince Norman. So once Patrick is here, we'll get started.
So just while we're waiting, I thought I'd fill everybody in on what this band is. This is a by audition only band. It's existed for several years. I've been doing it for about 6 years. And this year was the largest, by far, right? The largest turnout we had for auditionees. We had 70 plus kids audition for this band this year. And because of that, we now have 2 Oklahoma Youth Jazz Ensembles. And this is our top group. And we have a season that we audition in mid-November, start rehearsals at the end of November, and go. The season goes until mid-May. And we do performances in the Oklahoma City area. A lot of times we open for the Oklahoma City Jazz Orchestra. And these kids must have really enjoyed doing this because we have several repeat people in the band. Raise your hand if you were in the band last year. And so we've only had 5 rehearsals with this group, and not because we started the band during everybody's Christmas concert season. We haven't had one rehearsal where everybody was actually there because, well, you know, drummer had to be at this concert or whatever, you know. It's like, and so I think you're going to be very impressed with these guys. I certainly am. We rehearse on Monday nights, and this first tune is a tune I wrote for them that lasts about 30 seconds. If anybody's ever familiar with the Johnny Carson show and Johnny's theme, this is our own version of our own theme. This is called Martis Noctis, which is Latin for Monday night. 1, 2. The tune You Gotta Try by Sammy Nestico, famous Count Basie thing, was also recorded by Buddy Rich. Well, anybody that's intimately familiar with the tune would probably have noticed that Buddy's band played it a little differently. And when I was with the Army Jazz Ambassadors, I was tasked with making the publisher arrangement be more like the Buddy Rich recording. And so that's what we're going to play for you now. You Gotta Try, a la Buddy Rich. 1, 2. I'd like to introduce soloists, but I'm forgetting names. Blake Vandergrift played the tenor solo. Well, the new guys. I mean, I don't have them memorized. This is Blake Vandergrift on the tenor saxophone and JJ on the other tenor sax. Forgetting how to pronounce his name. It looks like Reister, but it's Reister. Josh Reister here, our bass trombonist, will play now. What are you doing the rest of your life? It's an arrangement that I did for the bass trombonist for the Jazz Ambassadors. They played it on one tour, and I've been dying to hear it played again. And we've got a wonderful bass trombone player over here who's going to play this for you. So this is, what are you doing the rest of your life? Jaco Pastorius. Jaco wrote a tune many years ago called Teen Town, and I got this idea to write something based on that just 4-chord progression of Teen Town, and this is called Stripling Whistle Stop. If you look at the thesaurus, basically this is the same title. Stripling is another word for a teenager, and Whistle Stop is a town. So this is my Stripling Whistle Stop, and this will feature almost the whole band. We'll hear from Blake again, Avery, Gabe, Hayes, and Chloe on trombone, Jewel on trombone, Avery on trumpet, and Luke on guitar. Is that right? Did I get everybody? Oh, and of course, where would a big band be without a really amazing drummer? Truman has been with the band now for 3 years, and I can't say enough good stuff about Truman. So we'll be featuring Truman on this one too. So this is called Stripling Whistle Stop. And it starts with our bassist, actually. Can't do a tune based on a Jaco tune without having the bass do something. So Cash will be playing the Jaco part, which actually isn't the Jaco part. It was I guess it was played by Joe Zalamo, because Jaco played the melody on Teen Town. But here we go. Here it is. We're stripping Whistle Stop. 1, 2. that's the conclusion of what we have for you.
Hello, band. I'm Dr. Patrick Brown. I was just telling him I apologize for being a couple minutes late. The time change on my phone got all messed up, but I'm glad I made it. I think I just made it just a little. So, glad I'm with you. I am the education director for a nonprofit in Charlotte, North Carolina called Jazz Arts Charlotte. The board president here at Jen is actually my boss. She's the president and founder of Jazz Arts Charlotte. I'm thrilled to be it's my hometown. I did live kind of out your way for a while. I lived in the Midwest. I worked in Omaha, Nebraska, and I directed a band similar to this. So this is like a conglomeration of schools. Is that right? Okay, yeah. So I directed a band sort of like this. It's a fun band, and it's really neat. We all enjoy like getting to play with people from different schools and then challenge the atmosphere. My students always love that challenge. So I'm going to preface 95% of what you're doing is excellent. I'm going to probably chew at you about 5%. But so many things are right. Okay? You have a wonderful director who's a well-known composer and arranger, so he knows what he's doing clearly. And y'all sound great. I would like to work with you on a couple things on You Gotta Try, and then we'll kind of switch off. Can we do a couple things?
I didn't leave them on the stand.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So I once heard years ago Charles Mingus talk about the three sides of the beat. Everybody heard about this? So there's three sides of the beat. There's the middle, the front, and the back. Okay. So what I felt like after the saxophone solos tends to be a section where the saxes, I'm a saxophone player too. We're going, and everybody gets excited. And then it tends to rush a little bit in that solo section right after. So that's kind of where I want to hit and work with you on. So that is, somebody give me a number there, where right after the sax is finished, kind of where the band solo hits. Somebody give me a number. Letter H, thank you. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we're going to do it 3 times, just this solo section. And the first time, you're going to do it on the middle of the beat. You're going to play in the middle of the beat. Specifically the horn players, okay? This rhythm section, but I want you to kind of do it. But we're going to do it 3 times, just the solo. Middle of the beat is first. Then we're going to do the front of the beat, and then we're going to do the back side of the beat. And I want to be real clear, and I want to feel all 3 sides. It's a challenge. It's supposed to be hard. But we're going to I want to know what the middle of the beat sounds like to you, okay? Can we try that? Middle of the beat, ready? Here's H. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of us have different interpretations of where the middle of the beat is. You just discovered that, right? So I felt like, in my personal opinion, some of you were teetering between the front side and the middle, okay? So now, to see that difference, let's all play on the front side of the beat, okay? So it should feel like, it's gonna feel weird, but play on the front side of the beat without flipping the beat. That's the hard part. Let's try it. So go back to A. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes we have to feel what it feels like, right? So did you all feel the horrible tension there? It just didn't feel good, right? Okay, so now I want you to play on the back side of the beat. Now, rhythm section, I want you to kind of do your normal thing, now that we've started to feel this. Horns, you're going to be on the back side, okay? You're going to be way on the back side. Let's try that. And we might go too far, and that's cool. We'll stop in a little bit. But be deliberately on the back side. Rhythm section, keep trying on that, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you feel that? That was perfect. But H, the first 4 measures, you were still in the middle of the beat. Can you try again? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Norman says, play on the back side, you know, like, we hear that all the time, right? When you're playing swing, play on the back side. But you need to know what that really feels like. So sometimes I'll just have everybody, okay, let's play on the front side of the beat. And it's like, ooh, I don't want to do that. And then we can feel that back side, okay? But then we were going back and forth between middle and back, but that's really good. It's also hard not to drag, you know, it tends to drag. But here, as a saxophonist, and I'm here a saxophonist too, but I want to touch on the saxophone solely. Or the solo rather, and then we'll do that one more time. So while I'm talking with the soloist, I want you to be thinking, what phrase was I rushing on? Okay, and then I'll let the other clinician work. So let's go back. I love this tune, by the way. This is good. So the sax, it sounds good. First of all, this is a general comment for all soloists. You've heard this before, but sometimes when you actually give a performance, you forget. As a soloist, it's your job to get in the mic. Okay? Some of your colleagues are very nice and they're moving the mics, and you know this. And I know some of the students I've talked to is like, why won't you just get in the mic? And I think it's like a self-conscious, like I don't want to seem like a diva or something, you know. But move the mic. The mic's moved, okay? You make sure that mic you're up in it, okay? So like I think the mic was like way up.
Yeah, they're directional. That was the problem. It was like pointing up. It needed to be pointing up.
Right. I mean, it needs to be just inside your bell or kind of over, you know, depending on what instrument, like sax is, if it's just kind of over top, it doesn't have to be right in the bell. But just I tell myself this all the time. It's like, if you're not on a mic, you're probably not getting heard, okay? So make sure, that's just a general comment. So let's get into the saxophone breaks. Now, saxes. Nice job on the solos. Because it changes to flying and you've got a lot of these dominant chords, I want you to think about your target notes. So I want you to, like when you walk, hopefully you don't look down at your feet, right? Okay, so I think about jazz improvisation the same way, and it's taken me a long time to figure this out. But when I was your age, first of all, I didn't sound near as good as you do. But when I was in college, I was like all about the chord change I was on. But especially when we're going this fast, we got to think about where we're going. So when you're looking, like, what's your name? Blake. When you're looking at the first D major 7, it's already gone. You got to be thinking how you're going to get to the C sharp, right? Okay. So that's what I want y'all to think about. And if that means playing less notes, that's fine. But I want you to think about how you're getting to your target. So I would challenge you, each dominant chord that you see, okay, each secondary dominant, I want you to try to hit a chord tone. Thirds and sevenths are best, but I want you to dum, okay? So we're like really feeling that. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we go 8 before D? Is that 75? Yes? Yes. Okay, let's go to 75. Everybody, right? Now remember, sax is soloist. Get on the mic, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, I know that's a weird place to start, but now you got it in your head. Let's start again, because that can be better. That can be better. Okay? Remember that a lot of these, like we're getting ready. This is an introduction for the solos. What was your name again? I'm sorry. Blake. This is like, hey everybody, here's Blake. Okay? Don't be like, yeah, Blake's okay. He's the only soloist we got, which is not true. But I want you to really here's Blake. Okay? Let's go back. 75. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so easy to play so many notes. We all know that. It's so easy, but that felt really great. Yeah, that was good. There were still some moments, but you also hopefully felt those really good moments where. So there's like good tension and bad tension in swing. The good tension is when the horns are ahead of the rhythm section. That's bad tension. We want good tension where the horns in swing feel like we're slightly behind. Okay. I didn't really start digging that until I listened to Dexter Gordon all the time. And when I first listened to Dexter Gordon, I was like, oh, what? He's going to flip the beat. And then the more I listened to it, then I was like, yeah. So, cool. Nice job. I don't want to take all the time. I know this, but maybe I'll come back up and give a few more comments. But thank you so much. You all sound great. Thank you so much.